Hello and welcome to episode 198 of Daryl Show Your Work. In this episode, I'm going to be conducting some file type identification with PeStudio. All right, so before I get started, I wanted to remind everyone to please remember to check out INE's limited time offer. This is the last week you can catch it for its new AI cybersecurity specialist certification. All right, and it comes in a bundle. And what you'll receive in that bundle is this exclusive discounted access to their learning path, exclusive limited time offer to the related test voucher, and 3 months of premium access to their full library of cybersecurity training. That's red teaming, blue teaming, penetration tester, junior level, senior level, web based, mobile based, and then you have on the blue side digital forensics, system administration, and instant response, and a whole bunch of other things. So to cash in on this, go to get.ine.com/Daryl. Scroll down a bit, you'll see the offer. All right, and just click on that, and I promise you, you will not be disappointed with your purchase, especially with the hands-on skills you'll walk away from that are high in demand and what a lot of cybersecurity employers are looking for in today's field. Give me one quick second. All right, so to get started here, all right, first I'm going to start out by finding and analyzing a malicious DDL file. All right, so to do so, I'm going to go into File Explorer. All right, and I'm going to show how to find some hidden files here for those who don't know. So I'm going to go to local disk C. Now, if I wanted to see any file that's hidden, meaning it's not in plain sight here, I go to View. All right, and then I just click on Hidden Items here. All right, now I have a few other options here to choose from. All right, so the file that I'm looking for is going to be located in ProgramData. All right, and it's going to be in this npp.86.portable x times 64 file. All right, now within here, I'm going to go to plugins. All right, and then within plugins, I'm going to go to mimeTools. All right, and here's the file that I'm looking for mimeTools.dll. All right, so let's right click on this and let's see if we can view some details of this. All right, so going into details. All right, we can see that if we look down on the information, all right, we can see that's encoded with 64 of a base 64 encoding, and then going all the way down, we can actually see that has an original file name of base 64 .dll. All right, so the next thing I want to be able to do is I want to now this is where I'm going to jump into to PeStudio to do some further investigation on this file. So for those that may have not seen my previous video or just may not just know about the tool in general, PeStudio, it's a malware analysis tool designed to examine executable files on Windows systems and analyze malware samples statically. So PeStudio analyzes the structure of executable files, providing detailed information about their properties, characteristics, and potential risks. By analyzing the file's makeup, PeStudio can identify red flags that might indicate malicious intent. So the last time I did a video, I just kind of went down categorically and just explained uh, different ways to identify different aspects of a malicious file. All right, so I'm going to jump into that again here. All right, so let's type in PeStudio here. All right, now I'm going to launch the executable. All right, so let's maximize that. All right, so I'm going to click on the open icon here all the way in the left hand corner, and I'm going to load that file, that hidden file. I'm going to load that in here. for some analysis. So just following the full path that I did last time. And then the plugins, mimeTools. All right, and let's load this in. All right. All right, so looking at this field right here, the first bytes hex field, the first four hexadecimal values in the beginning of the sequence is 4D5 A. It identifies the mimeTools.dll as a Windows portable executable, and which is long for a PE file. All right, so see some other aspects that I could take a look at. Let's go to strings. All right, so strings analysis, this involves extracting readable characters and words from the malware that can give valuable information about the malware's functionality. So malware, it typically contains both useful and random garbage strings, which can appear in ASCII or Unicode code formats. So um, if we look here, all right, under flags, all right, we can see there's 12 next to it. So I mean, this tells me that that PeStudio is found 12 strings in the file that's been flagged as being malicious. So values such as right here, like here, okay, find first file ex. That indicates that the malware attempts to search for specific files or directories. All right, so if I go next to imports, all right, so again, this area, the imports functions, it offers the import function offers important insights into how an executable interacts with the operating system. So by analyzing imported functions, I can identify behaviors such as file access, process manipulation, or DDL injection, which are common techniques malware uses to perform unauthorized actions. All right, so I want to see if I click on flags here. Let me click on this twice. To kind of, there we go. All right. So again, so for example, I can see that get module handle exe w. All right. So when I say that, let's see, get handle. I was just looking at right here. All right. So this line right here, so this get module handle exw imported. This imported function is associated with dynamic library handling. All right, and we can see that here, that grouping here within dynamic library. So that's basically what the import section here could tells us, and an example of that. All right, so now that I've done some static analysis of this mime tools.ddl file, now if I wanted to do some dynamic analysis of it, I could go and use virus total to do so. So let's navigate there and let's see what virus total has to say about it. Ooh, all right, there we go. All right, now that I'm in virus total, let's upload that file. So I'm gonna go to choose file, and I'm gonna go down the same path that I did before here to get to it. All right, so I'm uploading that. Let's see what comes back. All right, so it appears that 46 vendors have flagged this file as malicious, specifically as a Trojan. I'm getting a lot of Trojan entries over here. So if we want to gain more details about some indicators to look for, I can navigate to the behaviors tab. All right, then scroll down to the registry section. All right. And then and then I can also from here I can look for registry keys that are accessed by mimeTools .ddl during its execution. So for example, we can see here that one of them, the H key current user software Microsoft Windows NT current version. All right, we can see this right here. All right, so this is just one of the registry keys that's used by mimeTools.ddl. All right, so these would be just some indicators of compromise that we can find if we see any logs of any access to this. That would be an indicator. All right, so let's say that if I wanted to delete some registry entries created by the malware file. All right. So I'm gonna move on to showing that, but just to kind of review about registry keys, for those that may not be privy to that, registry keys, they're components of the Windows registry, which is a hierarchical database used by the Windows operating system to store configuration settings and options. So the registry, it contains information, settings, and options for the operating system and installed applications. All right, so this right here, the one that this particular registry key that I was just referring to, this specifically contains user-specific configuration data for system components such as environment variables, printers, and other session settings. All right, so if I wanted to find this and try to get rid of it here, I'm gonna go to registry editor, which the command for that, the file for that is reg edit. All right, so let's go inside the registry editor. Say yes. Okay, it looks like it just didn't pop up for me. All right, so to find this particular entry, all right, under H key current user, all right, I'm going to go to software. All right, under software, I'm going to Microsoft, and under Microsoft, scroll down a bit here. I'm going to Windows NT, and then under Windows NT, I'm going to go into current version. All right, let's expand that. All right, so I don't really see anything. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, then under current version, let's go to the run folder. All right. So in the run folder, all right, if we notice one of these keys here, we can see this BXZ registry entry. All right, so that's an indicator of a bad entry here, and we can see that's tied to kind of a shady looking exe file, this vd ty .exe uh, um, executable file. All right, so let's delete this. I'll right click it, go to delete. All right, and that should remove that entry my registry. All right, now to delete the malicious file itself, I'm gonna close this, and then close this out. And let me close that out. And I'm gonna navigate back here. All right, so now that we've gotten the registry key, I got rid of that. I'm gonna go back a bit here. This is not what I'm gonna delete. I'm actually going to something else because that registry told me about another file here. All right, so from here there should be another file or folder here. Let me see. Oh, you know what? I know, no, the folder's not going to be here. Let me go back one. There we are. Okay, so remember this was if I could go back to the registry editor just so I could show it side by side. I shouldn't have closed that out. Reg edit. There we go. And I'm gonna just go back. Well, I probably can't see it anymore that where I deleted it. See if I could go back. Let me go to the trash bin. Let me see. It may or may not be there. Yeah, I may not have that on here. All right, but for those that may have not noticed that exe file, and maybe I need going into it that help jog some memory. Okay, so this is the exe file that we saw that was associated with that registry key. All right, this vdty, and if we notice that the folder name that it was in, it was this 7 xac capital LH file. All right, so I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to delete this. And then I'm going to delete this entire folder as well, because this file folder was hiding, housing, excuse me, that mime Tools.dll file. So I'm going to delete both of those since I know that those are malicious. All right, and that should clear both of those malicious files from my system. All right, so I did some static and dynamic malware analysis here. The static analysis using PeStudio, where I went through and showed different ways that we can identify files being malicious by looking at the several categories of from the hexes, the hexadecimal value that was rendered, to the strings that were extracted from the malware itself, and then also in those imported functions that were flagged as well. And then I conducted some dynamic malware analysis by uploading the malware to virus total and finding not only was it flagged by 46 other vendors, but also finding some registry keys associated with that. And then after checking my own registry, found a malicious registry value, which alluded to yet another malicious file. So after identifying both of those files as being malicious, I deleted those from my system. All right, so please like, share, and subscribe. Most importantly, show your work. And please make sure to take advantage of this last week of INE's exclusive discounted offer for its AI security specialist certification and 3 months access to its premium access to its full library of cybersecurity training. And until next time, take care of yourself and God bless.